Roman Abramovich has reportedly turned down an offer to sell Chelsea Football Club for £2 billion. Chelsea and Marina Granovskaya inquire about Sevilla centre-back Clement Lenglet and an update on the Sarri to Chelsea situation. To find out about all of that and more, make sure you watch today's episode of The Transfer Show until the end. Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for another episode of The Transfer Show. And this is the show where we'll give you all the latest news surrounding Chelsea Football Club, whether that is about the manager situation or player transfer news. You will find out about it on here, so if you don't want to miss out on any of that, make sure you do subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you haven't already. And also make sure you click the notification bell button and choose to be notified about all uploads, because otherwise you'll just miss some of the videos because YouTube is being a bit weird. And also you again smashed the like target of 800 likes on the last video, so let's go for it again. Let's see if we can hit 800 likes, so make sure you drop a like down below. We would actually massively appreciate that. But now actually getting into the video and speaking about the first story, and that is that reports have come out saying that Roman Abramovich has refused an offer of £2 billion to sell Chelsea Football Club to the UK's richest man Jim Ratcliffe, who by the way is a Manchester United fan from what I read, and has a fortune of somewhere around £21 billion, which is actually more than double of Roman Abramovich's net worth. But all that does really is support the reports of Roman Abramovich being fully committed to Chelsea and not wanting to sell the club. Of course, you have to take every report with a pinch of salt. Has an offer even come in? Was it even £2 billion? Or was it bigger? Was it smaller? Who knows? But it certainly gives me slightly more confidence for the future, because if Roman Abramovich didn't care and didn't want to spend more money on Chelsea in the future, you would think that he might accept an offer like that. Yes, Roma didn't know much about football when he bought the club and certainly didn't have any particular affection for the club, but he does now. He loves this club and he wouldn't just leave it in the state we're in right now, even with the political issues he's experiencing at the moment. I don't think so anyway. So I don't see those reports as particularly unsettling. That if anything, it gives me slightly more confidence and just confirmation that Abramovich doesn't want to sell, unless the report's obviously not true. But if they are, you know, that's what it does to me. And another story that I actually started hearing about a few days ago and actually wanted to include in yesterday's video, and then in all honesty, simply forgot about it, is about the French Sevilla centre-back Clement Lenglet. He is currently 22 years old, but will turn 23 in the next few days. He's 1m86 or around 6'2" tall, and reportedly Marina herself made an inquiry about him, or rather held talks with his people or representatives about the situation at Sevilla. The reports also state that multiple other big clubs are interested in him, including Barcelona, Liverpool and Manchester United, with Barcelona apparently being the front runners to sign him. And I have seen him play a fair few times, and yeah, I mean, he seems pretty decent and is, you know, certainly a talent, but is he better than what we have? Is he better than the centre-backs we have at the club, plus Kurt Zouma, who was obviously out on loan? And even, but is he better than Nathan Ake, who, don't forget, we only sold exactly a year ago, basically? I very much doubt it. And I can only say the same thing I said when reporting on the Lascelles from Newcastle story a few days ago. I simply don't think that we need a centre-back, even if David Luiz does leave, because some reports are saying that Napoli want Luiz and he could be part, you know, of the deal of getting Sarri to Chelsea. I don't want us to waste time, focus and money on trying to sign a centre-back. Focus on players in positions that we actually do need strengthening in. Midfield, the wing, and possibly a striker or goalie if Morata, Batshuayi and or Courtois do leave this summer. But I just don't see the point in signing a centre-back, in all honesty. I think we have plenty of centre-backs, especially when we go from 3 at the back to 2 at the back. You know, we needed another centre-back last season, 2 if you want to replace all of them. And now we're just probably going to play just 2 centre-backs. So we don't need any centre-backs. And I think our centre-backs are very good. You know, I would want David Luiz to stay. But even if he does leave, I think we don't necessarily need one. Unless we, of course, can somehow get a world-class centre-back. The likes of, I don't know, Hummels or someone. We won't. But, like, if we get someone like him, of course, then you have to, you know, take that chance. Because it's not easy to sign centre-backs of his quality. But if we're just going to sign some random players that, you know, are arguably not any better than someone that we sold last summer, I don't see the point at all. And the last thing I'm going to talk about today is a minor, well, some people might call it a major, update on the Sarri to Chelsea situation. Reports are saying that on Monday, Chelsea and Sarri will meet again and make another push attempt to get him out of Napoli, after reports midweek said that Sarri joining Chelsea is more likely than it ever has been after talks between Sarri and, you know, Napoli boss De Laurentiis went rather well. And people take different things from those reports. Some people say, you know, they're just meeting to figure out the best strategy to get him out of Napoli, basically. But others say, well, they could just do that in a conference call and it doesn't require a meeting, which to them then suggests that things are actually sorted and Sarri will sign the deal at Chelsea on Monday. I don't think he's going to sign anything on Monday. I don't think things are done between Chelsea/Sarri and Napoli/ De Laurentiis yet. We all know that his release clause of €8 million ran out on May 31st. And I reckon it's mostly about, if we can get him for free, how much we have to pay. While we certainly wouldn't like to pay 8 million or more, because if we were fine with that, you'd think we would have just done that, you know, when the release clause was still active. But, I don't think anything is done yet. I think they will meet, discuss plans, and hopefully they can sort it out and Sarri can become our new manager. And yes, I know some of you hate me for it, that I want Sarri, that I have anything against Conte. No, I don't have anything against Conte. I just didn't like his style this season. I didn't like his negativity in press conferences. I didn't like his negativity, after games. I didn't like his approach. I didn't like his continuous moaning about, the lack of transfers and lack of players that he wanted. And yes, I get that he is frustrated about it. But there's no point moaning about it in March. There's no point moaning about it in November. You're not going to get players in March and November. That's just not how it works, is it? So, it's just frustrating. And like I said multiple times before, I don't think he wants to stay either. And what's the point in having a manager that doesn't want to stay and doesn't get on with your board? There's no positive that can come from that. And one last thing, as this video is rather short so far, I want to touch on something that Louis spoke about a couple of days ago, as we do slightly disagree on that topic. Louis is rather annoyed at the fact that other clubs, especially in England, are making moves, signing players, and in Arsenal's case, announced a new manager weeks ago, while we can't even sort out our manager situation, let alone sign players. And while I agree that it is slightly frustrating, I don't think it's anywhere near as big of a deal. Simply because none of the players that have been signed around England so far were properly targeted by Chelsea. So we didn't lose out on anyone per se by taking too long to properly get active in the market. Even for Fekir, it looks like he will join Liverpool. We were reported to be interested a few weeks back, I think. But I don't think it was a properly serious interest, or possibly not even real in the first place. So with that, as long as we don't lose out on any of our targets, and as long as the manager and the transfers are done before pre-season starts, it really doesn't matter whether we get them in now or whether we get them in, a few days before, pre-season starts. It really doesn't matter that much. And the manager, okay, it does, but not on the players. I mean, we all know that we won't sign every player we want to sign before pre-season starts, because we barely ever do that. But until then, it's not really a big deal in my opinion. But yeah, that's really it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me all of your thoughts on everything I've mentioned down in the comment section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Like I said in the beginning, let's see if we can hit 800 likes again. That would be absolutely amazing. Also, don't forget to check out my social media, which is last1507 on both Instagram and Twitter. As you can see over here, I would massively appreciate if you could follow me over there. And also the links to it are down in the description below, so you can click them there and follow me. I would, like I said, massively appreciate it. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to 100% Chelsea to not miss out on any of the transfer stories and, any ongoings at the club, new transfers, manager rumours, and obviously when the new season starts, all the game coverage. Make sure you subscribe for that, and also make sure you click the notification bell button, because if you don't, YouTube is being weird and you will miss some videos, and nobody really wants that. So make sure you click that and choose to be notified about all uploads. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.